Kupata KCB mobile loan bonyeza *522# au tumia KCB app leo. KCB, for people, for better. Sheria na masharti kutumika. Inadhibitiwa na Benki Kuu ya Kenya.
Atachin chitab kolenjin loyab emet cheitunen ketesiet noton ichamen nebo Kass TV betutab rain kasitab somok ko ingen ile betut noton nebo mung'aret ak bandaptai ana biashara Wednesday ole kitau logoiwekab emet ak ibata noton ketau tetutiet en betutab rain ketindoi keljin ketindoi PS inendet noton nebo Ministry nebo State Department for Parliamentary Affairs inendet ko PS Aurelia Rono nebunu komosta nebo county nebo Bomet. Asome siyaku tebutik en oret noton nebo Facebook ak yaku tebutik en oret noton nebo WhatsApp asikomuch keteben inendet kitau tetutiet yikakowongei logoiwekab emet. Ibwat betutab rain ko betut neimuch komongei akine President William Ruto akomuch komong kainutik chebo CSS alak ole nguni koimong CSS ak 11 chekakibarasta en konekit tat kimutan akoba icheket koit sikomuch ketveten en bunge kotinygei ak kamugenywan nebo kosuldaen boisiet. Kainenyun ko Shadrack Mutai itagat siketesat twan en kibagenge en betut nebo rain. Kotoget betut noton nebo mung'aret ak bandab tai. Katestai President William Ruto ak chobetab cabinet ole kalewen biik alak 10 chebendi koeku cabinet secretaries en serikalinyin. Niton kebeberta nebo oeng nebo biik chekokilewen Ruto en cabinet secretaries kong'etegei ngobut cabinet nenyinet en tarikit 11 arawani ole kaiwek alak ministaek ko alak en ichek kotomo kewek akoi nguni. Ngenyorun lewenet anan ng'alalet noton tinyegei ak lewenetab cabinet secretaries chelelachen cheimuch kibarasta en betutab rain kole mwawech kabarastaindenyon Bernard Tanui.
Kong'ololi eng State House Nairobi yikangoborostoi listit age nebo cabinet secretaries komwa President Ruto kole tesetai kochobe cabinet neiyumi kebeberwek tugul asikobit katuiyetabgei eng emet akobit bandab tai.
After extensive consultations, I have nominated the following persons for consideration and approval by the National Assembly for appointment as cabinet secretaries. As you're all aware, the list I sent to the National Assembly I have since amended so that Roslinda Soipantuya now goes to the Ministry of Defense. The Honorable Aden Baredwale moves to Environment, Climate Change and Forestry.
Eng listi noto koimong Ruto ko kakiwek neki minister nebo ortinwek Kipchumba Murkomen koek minister nebo urerioshek, kelewen neki minister nebo mining Salim Mvurya koek minister nebo mung'aret anan trade, kelewen Rebecca Miano nekokakilewen koek attorney general eng listit netai koek minister nebo tourism, ak kelewen neki minister nebo tourism Dr. Alfred Mutua koek minister nebo labor.
In my last address to the nation, I undertook to consult a broad spectrum of stakeholders from all sectors, levels, and regions in order to constitute a broad-based government. In line with this undertaking, I will be forwarding additional names to Parliament for vetting prior to appointment based on the understanding of the Cabinet's essential role in driving the transformational agenda that makes Kenya a better, more just, and more prosperous nation for all of us.
Kakilewen kora biik chelelach kubun ODM kobwa cabinet ole kakilewen MP nekikitoror John Mbadi koek minister nebo rabinik anan treasury, kelewen minority leader eng National Assembly ne kora ko MP nebo Unguja Opiyo Wandayi koek minister nebo energy, kelewen neki governor nebo Mombasa Hassan Joho koek minister nebo mining, ak kelewen neki governor nebo Kakamega Wycliffe Oparanya koek minister nebo cooperatives nekinamu Simon Chelogwe.
Once constituted, the new cabinet will steward our transformation agenda that is already in place in providing effective and efficient public services, expanding opportunities for employment and wealth creation, and creating a tide that lifts every boat.
kakilewen nebo Attorney General Justin Muturi koek Minister nebo Public Service akilewen Dr. Stella Langat koek Minister nebo Gender.
Our collective ambition is to turbocharge the performance of our economy to achieve our universal health coverage, which ensures that no one is left behind or impoverished on account of healthcare costs. Also offer an equitably funded education system which looks out for learners from vulnerable backgrounds and ensure that Kenyans from all walks of life live in safe and dignified housing through our affordable housing program.
Kamwa President Ruto nakamita ak rubeiwonyi Rigathi Gachagua ak Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi kole tesetai koyoe ng'alalet ak stakeholders cheterter eng tokyinetab kechop cabinet neiboru togetab emet ole iborostoi kainaik alak eng konekit.
I am still working on the other pending nominees and I will be announcing them shortly.
Akot ngandan kaiwek President William Ruto ministaek chekiboisie eng tai eng cabinet nenyi kotomo kobut ko katestai serikalinyi President William Ruto kandoik kobun kebeberta nebo ODM ole kalewen biik cheboto Wycliffe Oparanya kochut cabinet nenyi ako unoto kotobeni konyek tugul bunge nebo National Assembly eng kasarta netetat koyochi chikilisiet bichotok kakilewen kobois eng cabinet. Kokong'ete State House Nairobi, logoiwekab emet chebo Kass TV, kainenyu ko Bernard Tanoi.
Noton ko logoiwek kotinygei ak lewenet noton nebo CSS taman chekakilewen en betutab raini. Kosibkei ak lewenonoton kakimuch kibarasta kosibkei ak kandoichoton kakimuch kibarasta kainutikwak kaimuch komongei biikab emet en tauk cheterterchin akoboiboenchi alake konerekyi alake nemwoe kole makilewen kandoik chebunu komoswek chebunu icheket. En county nebo Elgeyo Marakwet koimongei meng'ik en boiboiyet neo kot missing en taonitab Iten akoboiboenchi lewenet noton nebo Kipchumba Murkomen kakilewen inendet asikomuch kotononchi ministry noton nebo ureriosiek ak neranik.
Kasarta nenwach ngap kobarasta President Ruto kebeberta nebo aeng nebo ministers en serikalinyi kokaek tiendo boiboiyet ak katwalet eng taonitab Iten kosubkei ak lewenetab Kipchumba Murkomen koek CS kokeny en emoni. Kwaleken Mangi kokamwa kole kaboiboichi kakwautietab President Ruto koker kole mie kiwekyi Murkomen koek CS netonondochin ureriosiek ak neranik.
Amarolo kongoi Mungu kole tokole kongoi His Excellency the President William Samoei Ruto nyokeoita Murkomen ngachara waziri.
Kikimwa kele kibela kwa Ruto igoji get. Kwa hivyo tunashukuru Mungu sana kwa maana leo tunasherehekea kama Elgeyo Marakwet amgage kwe la kwenyo.
Amwa ngo kabisa kwa president ngande nebo Kenya alego ngoya muge kwe la kwenyo Kipchumba Murkomen.
Niaba vijana, I want to thank the president so much for reappointing back Onesmus Kipchumba Murkomen.
Kaindochi kandoindetab chechang en County Assembly nebo Elgeyo Marakwet ne inendet kora ko MCA nebo ward nebo Kapchemutwo Stephen Cheruyot alak en kandoik en county nitok en toksetab report noto.
Mimi nataka tukumbuke ile matusi na uchokozi ambao watu walikuwa wanakuchokoza. Raundi hii sisi tunaomba kazi anzia Elgeyo Marakwet na usiogope bila aibu. Anane picture. Anane. Kazi ya kwanza tunaomba uanzie Kamareni, ukuje Iten na ungarishe Elgeyo Marakwet, twende Eldoret tukielekea kujenga Kenya.
Maana Kipchumba there is no Elgeyo Marakwet. Kipchumba ndio ametuweka sisi rada ya huko juu sana. Na kwa hivyo President, Mr. President, we respect you.
Umetulia an all inclusive government. Iko na picha ya national unity. Kuanzia Nyanza mpaka Coast, mpaka Western, mpaka huko Ukambani.
Anegwa chairman of sports, youth and culture in Elgeyo Marakwet County. Amaja mwale kimwoe kongoi missing amuka kikono chito ne the right person lakwet nebo kaa nikibo mwochi olechi kimoche Kamarin konget kole Kamarin komnyano kolechi amache kechop Iten uwanja konget kole Iten komnyano Kimwae kongoi na makimwae.
Ikenyin nguni Murkomen angot kowendi kosirtoi kainenyi bunge nebo emoni koek CS netonondochin urerioshek ak neranik. Ole kamach alak en kandoik Murkomen kosuldae boisionoto en kimnatenyi tugul.
Aijoirwe kazi hata kama hajapewa ile alikuwa hii ya sports. Sisi tunafurahia sana kama Elgeyo Marakwet kwa sababu sisi ni home of champions. Lejiko mchimba kongai kumribi Mungu. Aileji jorwa jawa matun. Marore jigelda chich. La kwa kuba pitch. Akagleja Murkomen ni kimita itabe nyakaram.
Kongete taunitab Iten en county nebo Elgeyo Marakwet logoiwekab emet chebo Kass TV. Kanin ko Timothy Kiplimo.
En county noton nerubege nebo Uasin Gishu imonge akine chongindab emet akotach lewenet noton nebo kandoik imuch kelewen betab raini koek CS anan cabinet secretaries. Akot kunoton komwa alak meng'ik kole kamanyolu kewekyi alak en boisiet en mwaet kole ole mi emetab Kenya en inguni leboto kambokot ak chemarget kotinygei ak atebet nekibo siasa chekimi en tai nemaisuldaen boisiet ak atebet nemie noton nekibaibait biikab emet. Isaac Kogei ak koindab logoichoton.
Kosubkei ak kabarastaetab president en kainaik chotok chebo siasa chelelachen chekiyokto kainaikwak koba bunge asikobit kewelel kokatach meng'ikab county noton nebo Uasin Gishu en boiboiyet en mwaet kole nitok kowendi kotuitos bororioshek tugul en kibagenge.
The president amaliza yake amewapea list. The list nyinyi ndio mko ground, mnajua nani ndio venye alifukuzwa nyumbani, who celebrated, wananchi wali celebrate, ni nyinyi mkirudisha huo mtu, tunajua nyinyi ndio mko na maneno yenu.
Tunasema tu ya kwamba what we want to urge the new appointed, if they go through the right procedure that is going through the parliamentary vetting and they go through, let them not go and sleep at work.
Sisi tunawaomba, this country we have only one country of which kama itaharibika kama Sudan we don't have another country. Watu tuchenge country yetu, na kama kuna makosa inabidi sisi wote tukae chini tusuluhishe ile suluhisho iko. Hatuta settle kwa country kwa kuharibu zingine ndio tupate zingine.
Mwae meng'ichoto kole boiboichin icheket wekunetab CS Kipchumba Murkomen konom boroindo noton nebo kotelelchi urerioshek ole kisome kokanapta teksetab kiwanjoshek.
Kufurahia the fail down ya mtu is not good. Actually it is not good. For us now we are celebrating that Murkomen is back. Na Murkomen alisaidia Kenya na alisaidia president akue penye yako. So we are supposed to feel that presence of Murkomen to be wasiri in this nation.
Yeah. Tunataka kumwambia wale wamechaguliwa kupata bendera. Ukishika bendera, chua umeshika Kenya. Usiseme kabila yako ni kubwa. Wewe umeshika Kenya, banyia kazi kila mtu. Kwa sababu tunataka servant leaders. Tumeona wale watu president ametoa ni watu ambaye wako na jasiri ambaye wanaweza fanya kazi pamoja na wale wamechaguliwa juzi. Tunataka kuongeza president kwa mkono yote. Tumwambia rais, that is very great. Hata tunataka kushukuru rais kwa kurutisha Murkomen. Sababu Murkomen alifanya kazi wakati walikuwa roads na sasa amekuja kwa vijana.
We can advise Murkomen. Murkomen alikuwa amekuja vibaya. Murkomen was trying to brag saying that mshipi sijui ni ya 50k, nini ni ya 50k. So tunataka kusema kwa hao watu wenye wamechaguliwa pia, those viongozi wenye wamechaguliwa tunataka kuwaambia kwamba mfanye kazi kwanza.
Boibochin icheket kora kainutik chotok chelelachen chebunu chamaitab ODM ak chamaishek alak chemwaat kele bendi notok kouwonge terchinoshekab bolotet nebo chamaishek ak bororioshek chotok chekotestai en kasarta nekoi koib terchinoshek ak pcheet.
Pongezi sana Mheshimiwa Rais kwa sababu mawaziri ambao umewachagua tunaona ya kwamba ni mawaziri ambao inaonyesha sura ya Kenya.
Kwa kweli nimefurahia jinsi president alivyofanya. Kwa kweli amefanya jambo la maana kuchanganya watu katika serikali yake. Kenya tu mimi naomba kama mkaji wa hapa Eldoret, tunaomba president apewe nafasi afanyie wananchi Kenya, wananchi wa Kenya kazi.
Amune sama boiboji kikasase. Melen kiritekan ko akot borion nekitinye ko icheket ko inendet mwenyewe nekitinye en Uasin Gishu ni amai kopchee. Ndaga anende lokatokindo Murkomen katanyonde nyo korelaxan korok atye nyo kocheng uhusiano achek ak Murkomen.
Kong'eteke taonitab Eldoret eng county nebo Uasin Gishu, logoiwekab emet chebo Kass, kainenyu ko Isaac Kogei.
Keretab alak en meng'ik chebo county nebo Uasin Gishu kebwan county nebo Nakuru len kasarta nekimuch kibarasta kainutikab kandoik choton ng'emongei ak ichek alak en meng'ikab county noton bo Nakuru akomwa kole igochin tiet lewenetab kandoik choton en mwaet kole wendi kokon kobit kalyet en emet. Ot kounoton komwoe kole yoche keba referendum asikomuch kewal katiba nebo nguni en mwaet kole kandoinatet noton nebo devolution ko noton tesetai kolany olyetab sobet en emet.
Kaimwangei meng'ichoto kang'ololchin sirikab logoiwek eng komosta nebo Kapkures nemiten kebebertab bunge nebo Nakuru Town Western County nebo Nakuru akomwa kole ikochin ichek kosubet kokwotiet nekaiben betutab raini President Daktari William Ruto nebo kobarasta kainaikab biik chebendi konomu boroinwek chebo cabinet secretaries en serikalinyin wale eng kasarata kokimite ichek kora maketab kikochi tekisto President William Ruto eng kasarwek tugul kou ole kamwa kole kikikochi tekisto cheki president chebo emoni Uhuru Kenyatta.
We therefore support the President's decision on broad-based government. We hereby approve the cabinet nominees.
En kasarata konereki ichek bonwekab oret chokotesentai neranik chebo ebendo nebo Gen Z wale kamach ichek neranik choto koistoengei kambakosiek choto ak nekatanoto kokochi tekisto President William Ruto.
Kolenjin chebo Kapkures kokieise ngalekab maandamano nebo mapenduzi. Kokieise ngalekab maandamano chebo machokozi. Arap Ruto ko kikikwai emetab Kenya kwa jumla. Ako kikwai ing demokrasi. Komakiyan kechub laitoriat nebo emet lagok chemengech. Amu inendet ko kikilewen eng imanit.
Onu konyit amun emoni ko mingin ako emoni ko yomei tugul yon kakichomye. Kemoche kesomok lagokyok koweke ngweny.
Kamach ichek kora keyai biretab kura nebo referendum asikobit kewal katiba nebo emoni asiketoi serikalisiek chebo regional governments netinye serikalisiek ak governors sisit kityo amo governors 47 kou en katiba nebo nguni. Kong'etege county nebo Nakuru, logoiwekab emet chebo Kass TV, kainenyu ko Duncan Kigen.
En county nebo Baringo kokatoi komiten nerekek meng'ik kinde mwoe kole mokilewen CS Simon Chelugui ng'andan kimuch koboisiechi inendet serikalini ak missing kocheng'yi kura William Ruto en kasarta noton nekisome inendet koik president noton nebo emetab Kenya. Kamwa kole nyolu kelewen en kasarta nekimuch kekon boroinwek chetokobitunotin en atebet noton nebo cabinet.
Lakini mimi paanga nikitinye aje Baringo. Wakisomin president sikobit iwekchinewech inendet sikobit ko sikeboiboichin amache Baringo komakitinye chito nindoiwech asa kisome kabisa president nyonet sikobit kowekchinewech CS Chelugui ng'echeret.
Makitinye aje Baringo chi kibakitisiek tugul sang nini mbaya tumefanya kama Baringo kiyai nini ya sero makondonowe lakwenyon kiti kekelen nache kunono kibotan president bichuna tugul kuchori chitin murkomo kuchori chitin kindiki kuchori chitin tugul kebechigei sikundana biik chechalaka. All of a sudden ukaenda kurutisha wengine na ukarutisha hao wote kwa ministries la walikuwa. Sasa mimi naomba kama mama ya Baringo tafadhali kuchinewa Chelugui kasi Simon Chelugui toret pia Chelugui amu kinyoru kapchi tugul kiti mami chini manyoru.
Mr. President, tunakuuliza siku ya leo tulikukosea wapi? Chelugui alikukosea wapi? Na kama alikukosea wacha tuombe msamaha kwa niaba yake, lakini asikose kwa hiyo ministries mbili imebaki. Pili, Chelugui kumbuka hiyo siasa ya 2022 hapo nyuma. Kumbuka Chelugui ndiye alisimama akiwa waziri peke yake kwa serikali ya Uhuru. Na alihangaika akahangaishwa akasukumwa wapi na wapi akisimama na wewe. Siku ya leo Mr. President umemwacha kwa baridi. Na sisi watu wa Baringo tumeona kama tumetengwa kidogo Mr. President. Kumbuka hata PBI sisi watu wa Baringo tulisimama na wewe. Tulisimama na wewe kabisa mpaka hata watu walisukumwa wakalala ndani wakafanya nini, lakini siku ya leo Mr. President unatuweka baridi.
Chitab Kalenjin asome amut eng kamung'et nebo chekiwege ketestai ak logoiwekab emet cheitunen ketesiet noton nebo Kass TV. Wat limitab raini kokamuch amaunen tai ketindoi PS Aurelia Rono. Inendet kobunu county noton nebo Bomet ako inendet ko PS in State Department for Parliamentary Affairs. Kenai kele tos une emet en inguni. Kakilewen kandoik ak missing komi somet koityi neranik koistoegei icheket kambakosiek asikomuch kosuldaen serikali magutik chekomuch koyomis biikab emet kolendi kosuldaen inendet kechor boisiet noton chepkondok en emoni. Metwaige kiweksei en Matian ak logoiwekab emet.
Kupata KCB mobile loan bonyeza *522# au tumia KCB app leo. KCB for people for better. Sheria na masharti kutumika. Inadhibitiwa na Benki Kuu ya Kenya.
The new KCB mobile loan is unbelievably flexible and incredibly affordable. You can now borrow up to 1 million Kenya shillings from as low as 1.2% as a 1-day, 7-day, 14-day, 30-day loan, or enjoy a longer-term period of up to 1 year at competitive rates. Dial *522# or apply on the KCB app today. The KCB mobile loan, unbelievably flexible, incredibly affordable. KCB, for people, for better. Terms and conditions apply. Regulated by the Central Bank of Kenya.
Furahiana Star Times. Enjoy our amazing channels with the best dramas and telenovelas daily. Discover your love language.
Will you marry me?
Words of affirmation.
I'm sure I like you. Because you're unlike everyone. You are my baby.
Quality time.
Life isn't worth living without you.
Receiving gifts.
Thank you.
Acts of service. And physical touch to build a love that lasts. Furahiana Star Times. Buy the DTH decoder for only 2,999 shillings and top up 200 shillings to enjoy unlimited entertainment on the Smart Bouquet. You can also link your decoder to the Star Times on app to enjoy unlimited entertainment on the go, anytime, anywhere. Star Times. Enjoy digital life.
Kupata KCB mobile loan bonyeza *522# au tumia KCB app leo. KCB for people for better. Sheria na masharti kutumika. Inadhibitiwa na Benki Kuu ya Kenya.
Atochin siketestai tuan eng kibagenge logoiwekab emet cheitunen ketesiet noton nebo Kass TV en county nebo Kericho koimwongei ak ichek meng'ik oboiboenchi kakwautiet noton akimuch keib kelewen alak en kandoik missing ko chebunu county nenekityin noton nebo Nyanza eng nemwoe kole wendi kounoton kobit kalyet missing ak kobit tilyandit nemie en meng'ik kotiengei ak nemwoe kole noton kokonu toget nebo serikalit noton nebo chi agetugul ako makibwotyin kobit kamung'unyet agetugul kotiengei ak meng'ik chebo county chenekityin.
So otakatin ketisiet nebo Kass TV mongen kikuren ngo ako mwawech en betutab raini ko tos ne keren kabarastaet nekabarasta president cabinet nenyinet.
Alen raini ko abaibai kabisa amun ikere en amut kotomo komwa ng'olyon president akobo East cabinet Andrew Cheriot kokokwanya kasit makimanda amut kokibete olen moroni non tugul kakoko bongesi akichek akowekyi kongoi president en unity nekakokoito serikalinyin kopchei kokoi kek kila mahali.
Alechini kongoi kayai kasit nekonyolu. Kit nekimoche nguni ko boisiosiek. Kimoche boisiosiek en cabinet tugul chon kaitewen raini asikobit konyokeker raia kele koyaita ano kasit.
En anendet kekuron chama ak kikuron Sadok Arap Kurir chama nebo Matatu Association en Kericho County. So en kerenyun ko president mabadiliko chekayai en cabinet ko kokiboiboenchi kabisa amun kikere emet ko kakotulian ako kakopcheita makatiat koyomchi tugul. So en somenyun nekosome en president en Gen Z chu kobendi oret ko lagokyok ako ki sigik akechek keng'ololchini sigik ako kikisomesan lagok ko kingisomesan lagok kemoche konyor kasisiek. So in ministry no komakemoche otite ko ministry kimoche lagok amun kiriyomunot emotinwek tugul in worldwide kiriwendote emotinwek ak kisomoti kasisiek kemoche inam Gen Z chon komoche kasisiek koba emotinwek akechek takitariek kwakonya chumbek inam alak chebo NYS inam alak koba emotinwek Italy, France, koba America, koba ano asikonyor kasisiek siko komakibur keseretye tugul.
So choton ko alak en meng'ikab county nebo Kericho ng'ololjin ketishoni kotinygei ak lewenet anan appointment chebo kandoindetab emet President Dr. William Ruto. So kong'eten county nebo Kericho logoiwekab emet chebo Kass TV, kainenyun ko Robert Siele, testai iker Kass TV amun kimnatet naet.
En county nebo Narok koimwongei kotach lewenet noton nebo Soipantuya nekakimuch kelewen kainenyin asikomuch kechigil anan keyochi vetting kotinygei ak nomu ministry noton nebo defense. Kamwa kole bo komonut akotindoi kamuget Soipantuya nebo kondochi ministry noton.
Kong'ololi meng'ichoton en komosto nebo Kapkobwe nemiten en komosto nebo Mulot en subcounty nebo Narok Amalo subcounty komwa ichek kondochin Jacob Lang'at kole lewenetab Soipantuya ko nomboroindo nebo defense en serikalitab Kenya Kwanza ko konyit neo netingen President Ruto meng'ikab county nebo Narok ole koibor boiboiyet ichek en kole akot lewenisiet nekates president en kokwetab ministaek en betutab raini ko koibor kora noton kole tokyingei ine koyum biikab emoni koik kit agenge.
Mwoe kora kele kitesetai ko biikab Narok chemenye komostab Narok Amalo sub-county kele kisapoteni president en kiy age tugul nekayai amun ichek cheikoin boisiet bichoton ako ine neikoin bichoton boisiet kongen kole toreton en oret ainon. Kisapoteni president yekan kolewen CS neyobu Narok ne kwondo ne inegen en minister nebo defense. So kisapoteni president and we support him in all ways.
Alak en meng'ichoton kong'ololjin keteshoni ko Cheburkei kobun Mulot en kole wekyin kongoi president en subcounty nelel nebo Narok Amalo subcounty en kole wendi noton kotoreti bororietab Kipsigis chemenye en komosoton bo Narok Amalo subcounty.
Kimoche kora kewech kongoi serikalit nekikonech subcounty kondochin Arap Ruto.
Betutab raini ko kakituye kokibunu Amalo subcounty. Ne Amalo subcounty ko a very new subcounty ne kokonech president William Samoei Arap Ruto. Netai keweche kongoi neo Mheshimiwa Rais en subcounty ini.
Koboisien kasaratan ichek kosom biikab emoni kokochi boroindo President Ruto akoti inendet en makenyin nebo kotuyo emoni koik kit agenge.
Kimoche kemwoin our youth koba mutyo en emoni. Kokokoshige president rirekab youth. All the chances ko kikoshige president. Kimwa chances kole kimoche kewal serikali en oret nekararan. Kimoche keker ng'alekab corruption. Kokoshi president all those issues kokoshi bichu. Kokoyai president nekoimuche. Ako kokoshi bichu. Tesetai biik komwoe kole Ruto must go. Kemoche kemwa kebunu Rift Valley. Kemwa kele tinye right William Samoei Ruto ko president nebo Kenya. Ako kikilewen kikatiba. Angot komi chito nemakosto William en ng'echeret kokai 2027 en ballot.
En logoiwek chebo Kass TV kong'eten Kapkobwe nemiten Mulot en Narok Amalo subcounty en county nebo Narok. Kainenyun ko Nicholas Rono.
Kale Ruto must go ya. Chitab Kalenjin nekiistoengei noton kokakobor anan kakomuch koaror President William Ruto kakwautik tisab cheibe serikali chetoreti noton en kirindaetab nametab osoya en emoni. Kamwa Ruto kole namegei kakwautik choton ak makutik chekokon biikab emet tokyin noton keib walet en emoni. En kasaratan kobarasta kole wendi ketesyi melekwek ofisaek choton chebo police en arawani. Kamwa kole noton koting'oen imuch koyomis en tai kole wendi kosing'ong makutik tugul chebo ofisaek choton chebo ribetab kalyet.
I want to give the people of Kenya an assurance that our government listens to them and that for the last 1 month, I have led the government in engaging and listening to citizens from all walks of life as they express themselves in different forums and on various platforms. What has emerged as the foremost national concern requiring urgent and decisive action is the vexing matter of corruption and the non-negotiable desire for accountable leadership and integrity in governance. I have this to say to Kenyans. I have heard you, and I have heard you clearly. I will be proposing amendments to the Evidence Act and the Criminal Procedure Code, among other necessary legislative amendments to all statutes relating to corruption, to expedite investigations and prosecution of corruption and economic crimes cases and provide for their conclusion within 6 months. We shall also be proposing amendments to the Witness Protection Act to overhaul the statutory and institutional framework to protect and incentivize whistleblowers and enhance witness protection, making it easier and safer for citizens to come forward and report corruption as well as other criminal activities. Number 3, within 90 days, we shall propose amendments to the Public Finance Management Act and Public Procurement and Disposal Acts to overhaul the institutional and operational framework of public procurement, which has been identified as the epicenter of corruption, conflict of interest, and abuses of office in the public sector, with a view to deploying digital infrastructure within the next 6 months. The aim of this measure is to provide an open and transparent public procurement platform which gives open, real-time, and end-to-end public visibility of public procurement from advertisement to award of contract and to whom it is awarded and what amount the people of Kenya will pay. I have engaged with the parliamentary leadership and asked Parliament to expeditiously pass the Conflict of Interest Bill with the explicit caveat that I shall veto any bill enacted if it does not establish the highest bar with respect to accountability, integrity, and anti-corruption. You're also aware that we're undertaking a huge program on ensuring that our prison service have decent housing. We will be working with you and your team to identify the areas, to work with the State Department of Housing, to ensure that our prison officers, men and women, live in decent housing across the country. And again, I will be expecting of you to provide the leadership and stewardship in that area so that we can accelerate the housing program of our prison men and women. As a commitment that I made to our men in uniform, from this month, we will be living up to our commitment to enhance the salaries of our policemen, our prison officers, in line with our commitment that we made. So you come into office with good tidings for the men in the prison service, because this month they will have their first installment of increment of salaries together with the other security agencies, as a commitment I made last year.
Katestai kampunit noton nebo Safaricom kokoito konunotoik koityi kastomaekchik chekaimuch kobelis eng kabelisiet noton naat ko Shinda Mamile kama bingwa campaign noton nesuldoen kampunit noton nebo Safaricom. Ole eng betutab rani kokoito silingisiek 1,000,000 koityi kabelik oeng choton koimuch kobelis akonyor silingisiek 250 asikomuch kotoretengei kobun Safaricom Foundation.
Excited to be here in Machakos today. Why? Because we're rewarding 2 millionaires from Machakos. So we've been running a Shine Kenya campaign. We're rewarding all our customers for the loyalty and the service that we continue to give them. So we started running this campaign from 15th of May. It's running across the country. We're making sure that every single county has a winner. So we're going to have 47, actually, more winners across the counties.
Now, I'm very happy to be one of the winners. Thank you so much. I'll make sure I increase on the business I've been operating and I get some other project to invest in the balance.
Niseme nashukuru Maulana kwa vile imegharimu mkono wa Mungu huyu kuwa mshindi. Milioni ni kitu ambayo huwa naisikia ikitajwa, lakini kwa wakati huu kwa sababu nimeipokea nitaenda kuipangia vizuri. Kwanza nitajiendeleza kimasomo. Baada ya hapo kuna kazi ambayo ningependa kufanyia mama yangu ya kutengeneza nyumba yake.
Kakobit kurset en serikali koker kole kaib kakwautik chebo kotoret sekta nebo somanet kokirinda asenet nebunu kipsomaninik en kasarwek chekabit nyasutik cheu chekiborionjin en kasarta nekimite ropta noton nekibo El Nino nekiimuch koityi koimutik somanet kotinygei nekiimuch komaran komoswek chekesomonen. Kabinton en kasarta nekakimong report katuiyetabgei nebo Elimu Bora Working Group kokaibata chikilisiet en sukul chekimiten en county 9 chebo emoni.
En kasarta nekaimong report nenyi katuiyetabgei nebo Elimu Bora Working Group kokaibor kaimetabgei eng nekamwa kole kingemek somanet eng komoswek cheterter chebo emet chekingongem roptab El Nino korik chekisomane koboto ortinwek chekiboisie kipsomaninik. Kobun chikilisheng'wai kong'ong Elimu Bora kole maimuch koba sukul kipsomaninik cheite 15,000 kosubkei ak asenet nekiityi sukulishek. Kamwa Boaz Waruku kobun Elimu Bora kole agenge eng tuguk chekiib kobit kaimutik chechang kasartab El Nino ko nemamite arorutiet neiboru ortinwek chemagat keboisie eng kasarta nekabit nyasutik.
It's like everyone has been left on their own to decide how to respond to such disasters. And I think one thing which you would find standing out in this report is in schools where the POMs were more proactive and they were also in close liaison with the local leadership. I think there was the case of Mathare North Primary School. You find that at least some quick rapid action was undertaken and the infrastructure destroyed was being rehabilitated.
Kates komwa Waruku kole akot yekin kobata roptab El Nino komanyor toretet neyamat chong'indab sukulishek kobun serikali ako noto komaimuch kotech korik cheking'emak. Kamach inendet koker serikali kole eng betusiek chemite tai kotaban rabinik cheyame kikoito toretet koityi sukulishek chekaityi asenet neu nebo El Nino.
But in many of the schools there were just still hopes. Requests had been made, but no direct injection. Of course, we were saying that maybe this thing happened during a financial year, which was almost coming to an end. But we expected that some emergency funding would be always made available to directly intervene and support the schools. Because we also know that the ministry did indicate that there will be such immediate intervention or support, but we're not sure what happens to it because we couldn't find it on the ground.
En kasarata komongei David Karani akorirtae serikali eng butetab korik nekitestai eng komoswek cheboto Mathare eng Nairobi eng kasarta nekitestai El Nino. Kaibor kaimetabgei Karani eng kit nekamwa kole imuch koibchi noto komete somanet alake eng lagok chebunu familia chekikiuto eng komosato ak komoswek alak.
Kwa hivyo naona watoto wengi sana wako katika hatari ya kuacha shule. Naona wengi sana ni wasichana, 9% are girls. So pale naona kutakuwa na jambo kama mimba za mapema na kutakuwa na mambo kama haya kwa wasichana wetu. Kwa hivyo itakuwa ni jambo la dharura serikali kushughulikia kuhakikisha kwamba wale watoto ambao wanatoka mitaa ya mabanda wamepata alternatives. Kwa sababu wengine pia shule zilibomolewa. Kwa hivyo napata wanafunzi wengi sana wako katika hatari ya kuacha masomo.
Yatich Jacinta, Kass, Nairobi.
Chitab Kalenjin ko choton ko logoiwekab emet chekaimuch koitunen ketesiet noton neichome nebo Kass TV. Kobaten ibwat ile kokamuch amonen tai ko en studioitab raini kemiten ak PS inendet ko Aurelia Rono. Ine ko PS State Department for Parliamentary Affairs. So mwoe kole tos boisienyin ko ne ak missing ko tos kerenyin kotiengei makosiek testai en emet ko ne kit nemuch komwochi bororiet en betutab raini. Metwage kobaten iyogun tebutik en oret nebo Facebook ak en oret nebo WhatsApp sikomuch ketebsen komait kiwangun tetutiet.
Kupata KCB mobile loan bonyeza star 522 hash au tumia KCB app leo. KCB for people for better. Sheria na masharti kutumika. Inadhibitiwa na Benki Kuu ya Kenya.